First up on The Beat Goes On.
He's out there in the rain. He's out there in the sunshine. He's out there looking to find the best in movies and music. Our resident guru on all things movies and music, Barry Rushton.
Barry J.
How are you, my friend?
Nearly through, mate. Nearly through July.
And have you thawed out from last week? Wasn't last week cold?
Yeah, I tell you,
I know we're in Auckland, so we didn't get the worst of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, that was last Thursday, wasn't it?
Last Thursday, it was enough to make you shiver. Shiver. And Jared, when you're a bit cold, you sort of tend to hibernate a little bit. And so I do have a slight confession. I don't have anything really great to talk about today as a movie. So what I will talk about a couple of movies that are average, okay?
That's given me a great line, Barry. You've just given me a great line, because I lean forward and I say, well, what's different?
Oh, very kind. Oh, hurtful.
But I'm only having
there's
one,
a couple
Barry.
of movies that are coming out that should have been better than what they ended up being, which is okay. Which is okay. First one starts in about 10 days and it's called Hampstead. And now Hampstead is, as obviously you know, it's a sort of like a wilderness area in the middle of a metropolis, London. You know, that's basically where it is. And it centres around two characters. One is Brendan Gleeson. Now, I like Brendan Gleeson normally. When I see him being on a movie, I think, oh, I'll watch this, because he did a great movie in 2014 called 2012, I think it was, called Calvary. And he's been in the Harry Potter movies and stuff like that. Yeah. And Diane Keaton. Now, I'm not a great fan of Diane Keaton, but leaving that aside, leaving the story aside.
She's still going.
Yes, she is. Having a respite from Woody Allen movies.
Yeah.
But leaving that aside, it's set there, and Diane Keaton plays an American widow living in this apartment building, a lovely apartment building on the edge of Hampstead
Not
Heath.
called the Grenfell Towers or anything like that.
No. Hampstead Heath, that's right there. And so, but since her husband's death, she really has no financial acumen at all, you know, and so she's just blissfully spending, going along, and doesn't realise she's really in trouble, you know, financially wise. Anyway, there's a guy, Brendan Gleeson, who's been living as like a hermit existence in the Heath. And he doesn't own the land because he couldn't, but he's just squatted there, built his house there, you know, his shack basically, and has been there for 17 years, living quite happily, quite peacefully, you know. So she's in a sort of a quandary, and they meet eventually, and then ta-da, along come property developers. She doesn't know what she's doing in life. She's just drifting, you know. Along come property developers who want to actually get rid of the bloke out of the Heath. They want to do some high-powered stuff, you know. So a cause happens. So the cause is to protect this guy's shack.
She's now got something to live for.
She's got now something to live for, and so the premise actually was quite good. And so now, as you can see, the two of them, they get together, and there's a little romantic comedy comes on and so on. But you know, it does fall a little bit short. But have a look and make
Let's have a quick
assessment yourself. Okay?
We're doing a roundup this week, Barry.
A roundup.
A roundup.
It was exactly a year ago yesterday, Mum. Did you remember?
Hello, Charles. Well, of course I did.
Cheating bastard!
How was your date with James?
There's no strings attached.
If you wait too long, we shrivel up like some imported apricot sitting on the shelf in Waitrose.
Hello?
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Too late for that.
This is an eviction notice. You're living on land worth millions.
They really don't want you here.
Oh my God,
It's a shame if only they got to know me.
No.
So am I different to what you expected?
You seem
Go on.
cleaner.
Very interesting story, Barry.
Well, see, what you saw there probably in the shorts was probably the best bit you're ever going to see of the whole thing.
Okay.
But that's all right, leave that aside. Now, the second one, which also had the potential, I thought, to be pretty good. And this one's called Paris Can Wait. It's got Diane Lane in it, which I kind of like. She's quite good. And Alec Baldwin. He only plays a small part, thank goodness, because I don't like Alec Baldwin much. You know, after SNL, I've had him, you know.
Yeah, after getting stuck into Trump, I hate him.
Yeah, okay. We'll leave that aside. But what it's about, the movie's about this girl, again, a lady. She's again slightly at a crossroads in her life. She's been married for some time. He's a successful movie producer, you know, the Alex Baldwin. And they're in Cannes. And at the movie festival. And after the Cannes festival, they're supposed to travel to Paris for a holiday. well, he's got to go off to Budapest or something, and she can't fly because she's got an ear infection, so she can't go. So an associate of Alec Baldwin's, another associate producer, says, well, I'm going to Paris, I'll drive her if you like, you see.
Yeah.
And so what should have been a sort of like a 7-hour journey turns into a 2-day expedition where he wants to stop every hour or so and sample the food along the way and the wine, and so it becomes a sort of a slightly flirtatious sort of movie. She's holding her ground, he's trying to see how far he can push, and it's again like a little travelogue type of thing.
Let's have a look.
And so potentially it sounds like it'd be pretty good.
You okay?
Oh, I'll be fine. It's just my ears, you know. I think I should skip Budapest and just go straight to Paris.
I'm driving back now. May I make a suggestion? I'll take care of her.
That's very generous, but you sure it's okay with you?
So let's pretend we don't know where we're going, or even who we are.
Oh, brother.
Driving is the only way to see a country.
Oh, it's incredible. Turn a little. Oh, yes. Where are you? I'm driving to Paris with one of your dad's business partners.
Voilà.
So how's Paris?
I'm actually not there yet. Jack wanted to stop for the night.
He what?
Santé.
Don't forget, he's a Frenchman.
Are you happy?
We have a good marriage.
That's what I asked you. Are you happy? The Rhone River is nearby.
Are we ever going to get to Paris?
There's an excellent museum. You should go and see it.
No, please. We're going to Paris.
I think that looks delightful, that one, Barry. So there's two movies, Barry, because you've been on this theme that you've gone through a bit of a bad spell in the sense of not great movies around at the moment. You've seen a lot, but you're not that impressed with this, the current crop.
Well, there's a lot of movies out there that I don't go and see because this is not the show that I want to do the Hong Kong, or King Kong revisited in some way, it's not that sort of stuff. And so you've got to sift through some of them. A lot of times I'll go and there have been a couple which I'll talk about maybe next week or the week after that are great. So they're coming up.
But there are some good ones out
there
there.
are some, but I'm trying to tie them in so when they start.
Because we've been talking about the fact that you get on an aeroplane, there's nothing there. We've talked about Netflix. There's just people talk about this wonderful Netflix, and I've been at people's places, and I can't see a movie there that I like.
Good idea. I'll come up with something really positive for next week.
It seems to be a bit flat at the moment. The America's Cup's finished, the Lions Tour's been, and
I feel like a balloon that's
it's sort of nothing to live for now, Barry.
Well, I'll go and end it all right now. All right, mate. See you
next week. Bye.